Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, it's me, Dr. Donna. And today on my morning mental workout at 5:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, y'all know I'm going to be on my YouTube channel, Turnaround Doctor. We are talking about eliminating and minimize stress. So if you are stressed, even just a little teeny bit, then today's live is for you. Find out why you get stressed and what you can finally do about it so you can woo-sa. I'm looking forward to seeing you there. Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, Dr. Donna. Time for some desk talk, baby. I was having a conversation with someone on my live this morning, and they were asking about personal accountability, and they said, should they get the book? Or they said they were going to get the book, Release Were Pink. And I said, don't get the book. You need to sign up for a 30-day PA challenge, and here's why. I wrote my book in 2009, and yes, it still has value. I still use the 74 Principles of Real Leadership. The problem is, or not the problem is, but I've expanded that. And in order for you to use this amazing brain that you have every day, because my research has led me to this point, you need to learn how to hold yourself personally accountable. Otherwise, you're not going to use the 74 Principles of Real Leadership. So the foundation for everything that I do is personal accountability. Personal accountability is what leads you to your best. And I explained to that person that 70% is what unaccountable people do. Someone told me once, C's get degrees, and that person is absolutely correct. But we are 100% over here, day in and day out, executing our best all of the time, every day, day in and day out, 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 day in and day out. Did I mention day in and day out? And if you just get my book and you just read that, you're not going to become personally accountable. You might get some information that you didn't have before, but you're not going to use the 74 Principles of Real Leadership. I tell people all the time, fix you first. If you fix you first, it's going to fix a lot, because you don't even know who's unaccountable in your life because you aren't holding yourself personally accountable. So you got to start holding yourself personally accountable, because that's the number one principle of real leadership. Hold yourself personally accountable and then others around you. How are you going to get to your best if you don't know who's stopping you and keeping you at your worst? It's impossible to do. So if you are deciding, do I want to get the book or do I need to do a 30-day challenge? You need to do a 30-day challenge. You need to dust off the neural pathways in your brain and get ready to become personally accountable. It's simple, but it's not easy. It's the reason why there are 6.8 billion adults not holding themselves personally accountable, living in comfort zones and thinking that everything is going to be okay. It's not. Your brain is the most powerful organ in your entire body. It is the CPU. It tells everything else what to do. And my question to you today is, what you doing for your brain on a daily basis? Is it even something that you think about? Is it something you go, wait, hold up, what is this going to do to my brain? What is this going to do to my brain? Absolutely not. You're not saying it. You're not doing it at all. And in order for you to start using this, you're going to have to start being personally accountable. So go to the website, sign up for the 30-day challenge, and start using your brain. Got it? Good. People that don't have the guts to start can't enter the chat with the people who do. I was in JROTC, ROTC. I spent 5.5 years in the Army on active duty. I was in the reserves during the onset of Desert Shield, Desert Storm while in my senior year of high school. And a term that I learned many moons ago, thousands and thousands of days ago, is intestinal fortitude. Intestinal fortitude. And when you hear that term, what are you thinking about? Intestinal fortitude. When I say that to you, what does that mean to you? And I have not looked up the definition of intestinal fortitude. We were just taught to have it, and we needed it. So today, I looked up the definition, and here it is. Inner strength to endure hardships. Inner strength to endure hardships. Or persevere through challenges. You're going to persevere through challenges. One of the 74 principles of real leadership is to persevere during times of adversity. To persevere. In essence, intestinal fortitude. I'm going to ask you a question today, and I want you to think about it and answer later. How much intestinal fortitude do you actually have? How much on a scale of 1 to 100? How much do you have? Can you persevere during times of adversity? Can you endure very difficult situations until you get to and through? If you have never even heard of this term before, I recommend that you look it up for yourself so you can see it in your hand. Look it up in your phone, your tablet. If you still have a physical dictionary and it's there, look it up. Because you need that. If you are going to become your best is way out there in the future for certain things that you're working on. If you are going to become your best, you're going to need to have intestinal fortitude. You need to put it in your personal accountability toolkit. You need to persevere during times of adversity. You need some intestinal fortitude, and you need to strengthen it on the daily basis.